Unfortunately, more than 90% people are alive dead bodies because we do not have a sign of life. We are frustrated, we are immersed in the mundane life. We are not thinking about our spiritual life. We are not thinking about life after death. That's why we are materialistic. We always try to fetch money by suppressing other people. We always try to fetch livelihoods by cheating other people because we do not have a firm belief in Almighty Allah. Whenever people have the firm belief in Almighty Allah, just like the birds, just like the other creations on the earth, then I personally think that we will be able to find the real peace in our life. This darkness is a sign that ultimately we will also set just like the sun. So it's a golden time to prepare ourselves. It's a golden time to prepare ourselves for life after death. It's the thing in the Muslim life that he always try to think about his life after death. If we will have these thoughts in our mind, then we will never indulge in any sort of negative activity. We will try to fetch our livelihoods in a positive way. We will never usurp the rights of the other people. We will think not only for our entity, we will think about all those people who are in our surrounding, all those needy people who are looking for help. Definitely we will try to help all those people, because if we will connect ourselves with Almighty Allah, if we will connect ourselves with the nature, then definitely it would reduce our anxiety level. It will reduce our stress. It's the only one way to spend a peaceful life. Otherwise, it's a comprehensive subject that how we can spend happy life. Different people have different sort of research, but I personally think that we always try to find out the happiness outside the body, in the universe, on the planet, but that is not lying beyond us, that is within us, but we do not try to find out that happiness because we do not have a gratification in our life. That's why we are not able to find out that level of pleasure, to level of that happiness. Whenever we will try to connect ourselves with our own entity, with our own soul, that would be the day when we would be happy. We would be able to find out, we would be able to reveal that happiness. So try to spare a little time for your own. Try to connect yourself with the divine power. Try to connect yourself with your own soul. Because if you will connect yourself with your soul, that is the major thing in your life. Because we always try to find out the happiness in our surrounding, but that level of happiness is lying in our own, but we do not try to find out that treasure that is within us. So all those people who are in any sort of frustration, who are in any sort of trouble, keep themselves strong. Leave all the fears on Almighty Allah. Ultimately, Almighty Allah will give you the return. Almighty Allah will create ease in your life. But if you will have firm belief in Almighty Allah, have gratification for all those sort of things that you already have in your life, you have good health, say thanks to Almighty Allah that you are healthy, because you cannot buy your health with money. There are so many people on the deathbed they are taking their last breath. Their wealth is of no use because they can't buy their health. Similarly, if you have obedient offspring, say thanks to Almighty Allah, because there are so many people on the planet that they do not have this blessing. They do not have offspring. So again, say thanks to Almighty Allah that you have your relations. If you are blessed that Almighty Allah has given the life to your parents, it's also a blessing. Say thanks to your God. Say thanks to Almighty Allah that you have your parents. Say thanks to Almighty Allah that you have your sibling. Say thanks to Almighty Allah that you have offspring. These are the blessings which we take for granted. We are not thankful about these blessings. I am not against any sort of ambition. We should be ambitious about our life, about our future, about our career. But in this entire scenario, don't forget yourself. Don't underestimate all those sort of things that Almighty Allah has blessed. When you will have gratification, definitely Almighty Allah will bless you with more amenities of life, with more blessings. So it's the most important thing. I hope that this message will have deep impact on your personalities, and it will help you to reduce your everyday tensions, because nobody on the planet Earth is perfect. Different people have different loopholes in his personality. Different people have different sort of things that always pierce that person. But the successful person is not that person who always shout, who always scream about all those things that he don't have in his life. A successful person is that person who has gratification for all those sort of things that he has in his life. So stay blessed. Always try to spare a leisure time. Always try to spare a little bit leisure time for your own, to connect yourself with your soul, because our soul is also a passenger. Ultimately, soul will also go back to Almighty Allah. So we are not regarding it. We are not happy with it. Try to give it a little bit time. Then I personally think that we will be able to find out the real happiness in our life. Thank you.